Hello, my friends and family. Welcome to video journal number two. Yes. Sorry, I should have made this yesterday, but I kind of forgot how days work, so things have been a little bit weird. But I'm here Friday, and this is just before I have to go to class, so I'm gonna try to update you as quick as possible. So I left off on Thursday, so Friday. I told you that my classes last only 4 days, Tuesday through Friday, if I've actually said that. So my first class was Entremet's class, and I Skyped you just before the last day. On the last day, we actually got to finish making all of our entremets. I don't know if everybody... Well, you'll all have to go on Facebook and see the pictures for the entremets. But yeah, entremets are those cakes that we built up that are usually frozen and made with a lot of cream and all that goodness. We had a buffet for the final day. We have buffets for each final day. So when we all made our entremets, the teacher, Chef Richard, who's Australian, who knows French and English, pretty cool. He told us to all of us get together and choose four of each flavor of entremet to present for the buffet. And I'm happy to say that two of my entremets got on there. And it was so cool. And I got one honorable mention for the other one. So I felt really accomplished in that class. And I got to take home two entremets. So that was also a super plus. So that was a fun class, and I really enjoyed it. We're going to have that chef like a couple of times now. So there'll be a lot of good times with him. It's a little hot in here. Let me just open up this door. So I'm going to start playing around with my staff and using hand thingies to make this time sound interesting, in this video interesting to watch. So after that, what we did is we went back to the place that we live in. Our place is called Alpapine. It's really weird when you look at it. It looks like several one house thingies, but they're all like one apartment places. Some have 2 rooms, some have 1 room and a kitchen and a bathroom and all that goodness, and a living room, which I'm in right now. I came back and I partied with some girls who were just chilling outside. We all drank. The French people came out to party with us. That's when I was able to break out my drinking horn that I showed you in the last video with vodka and orange juice. The orange juice was tart, the vodka was cheap. It was a terrible time altogether. But at least I didn't break it in with wine. We partied until the landlord lady came out and was like, "You're being too loud, you're all going to be in trouble." I'm like, "Oh crap." So we partied a little bit quieter, and then terrible things happened right now. The moment afterward, my friend threw up on somebody's shirt. That kind of broke up the party, so I had to carry her back to bed, which was only like right over there. So carried her back to bed, put her to bed, and all the French people, they eventually came to that apartment because the landlord lady came back out. They ran inside and they closed the shutter and they're like, "Shh, we gotta get in trouble." Oh man. But besides all the trouble, something really cool with the French people happened. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce you guys. I have 3 staff so far. I have Hamagiri, which I ordered off of TrueSwords.com. That was my first staff that I had. The second one was a broom handle, that I got from work at Ovations. That one was named Push. And now here is my third staff, my temporary staff for when I am here, so I can keep practicing and exercising. This one is named Edward. Why Edward? Because he's short, and he reminds me of a character named Edward who is short. But he's pretty awesome. Both of them are pretty awesome, so give him props for both of that. Yeah. What's happened with all the French people, how I said that my French, the little French that I know, comes in handy a lot. Apparently the little French that I know is like the most French that anybody knows. So, like, I speak French to the French people, and they're like, Shaquille, you're the best! Shaquille, you are the best! And then at some point, like all of them would keep telling me that I'm the best for, like, no reasons. At random points, they'd say I'm the best. I'm like, okay, thank you, I guess. And, one time in that house, they were all like, I spoke French to them. They're like, "Shaquille is a champion! Shaquille! And that was just a glorious moment. I was just like, yes. You feel this light. This light wasn't there in the apartment, but it was just shining on me. I'm like, yeah! Greatness. Yeah, besides that night, the next night we were chilling just a little bit, and then we decided to go bowling. And the French people were like, yeah, we're gonna go bowling. Then they changed their mind. We're gonna go to the discotheque, which is a club. And they were like, we're having a bowling. We don't want to go bowling, so we'll be at the discotheque at midnight. I'm like, we're gonna go bowling. So we went to bowling. And I was like, yeah, we got this. Haven't bowled in a while, but you know, we had family bowling, so I can't disgrace my family. I can't accept anything under 100. So we went to the bowling alley. There were a bunch of arcade things. There were a bunch of arcade games and all that. There was like a hammer that you would find at the carnival, you know, bam. So I was like, you know what? There's a hammer thing. There was the basketball, and then there was the punching bag. And I'm like, you know what? Let me go and show off all these people. You know, I don't know why. I just felt like showing off would be a fun thing to do. Even if I failed, it'd be fun. So I went to the hammer thing. The highest was 920. So I'm like, all right. Yeah, feeling good. Went out to 860. I'm like, no, we got this. I got 2 tries for €1. So I'm like, yeah. Went to 890. I'm like, damn it. I'm going to get a high score somewhere. So I went to the punching thing. And I took Morgan with me since I get 2 tries for the punching thing. So I was like, all right, go ahead, Morgan. She was like, all right, wait, see how this goes. Now, for the people who don't know, this punching machine, it usually, it's like a weird C-shaped machine. And then the punching bag would drop down so you could punch it and it would fall right back into the machine. And then you press another button to drop it back down again. So when it was dropped down, Morgan was like, it went, and then stayed back out. She didn't hit it nearly as hard, so out of 1,000, she got 71. And I just pushed it up while she wasn't looking. So she would feel a little bit better about herself, but the score didn't help. So I'm like, let's go. And I got 520. I felt pretty okay. I mean, I can't really hit that hard, but it was something. I mean, I got brutal as my title for that thing. And I'm like, all right. Now it's time to really show off. Went up to the basketball. I'm like, all right, let's do this. I started shooting. Oh my God, I missed like 20 to 30 in a row, straight up getting nowhere. Because the thing was about the distance between here to the computer. This is not far. I can get here in 2 steps. See? And I couldn't just make it because it was just weirdly angled. So I'm like, I kept failing, and then eventually I started getting some more. And they were like, yeah, there you go. I'm like, all right, I did something. Then we went, just before that, I went to buy a drink. You know what I bought? Bought me a beer. Bought me a beer in a mug. I felt like a man. The beer tasted horrible. Nothing happened to me. Like, I don't know what the alcohol did, if there was any, but it was just a terrible taste the whole time. I drank like 90% of it, and a girl finished it for me because I couldn't. She was just like, you're not going to finish your beer? No, if you want it, go ahead. Then we went bowling. Now, bowling was fun. Bowling was super fun. Super fun as in we just had fun doing it, but when we started, we were all just terrible. We would hit some pins and then no pins, and some people would just hit no pins whatsoever, and I was just like tied up with girls. And like the 6th frame, we were only in like 40s. And I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. If you want to see the weird name they wrote, the weird way they wrote our names, go on Facebook because I posted that picture. But like, it was terrible, and I shamed the Alexis name so far, and then that 8th, 9th, and 10th frame, I just turned it on at some point, and I got 2 strikes and an 8 spare, and then my last thing I got 0. I didn't hit the last one because I was too surprised that I even made the spare. So everything was cool. Bowling was fun, and we decided, you know what, we're so far away from our apartment, and it's raining, we might as well go to the discotheque. So we went to the discotheque. I had to pay $10 to get in, which was bupkis, but the discotheque was fun. We actually started the party. There was nobody on the dance floor. And then we were just like, let's go. Yeah. And everybody swarmed onto the dance floor after that. We brought the French party and we just danced. Lots of my friends danced with the French guys who we met there. I had a dance off with the super drunk lady who just bumped into somebody and he spilled his beer all over my arm. Crazy times. I really enjoyed it. And somebody bought me a shot because I had to pay, and the girls got it for free, which was bupkis. And when we went home, we walked in the rain. It was a very long walk in the rain, and some girl didn't have anything, so she asked for my jacket, so I just walked in the rain like a boss, just like, rain ain't a thing but a chicken wing, you know. I hate chicken wings. Not here though. There's no chicken wings here. It makes me sad. Alright, now let me just zoom through this week really quickly in like a minute or two. So, Monday we didn't do anything. We just, I hand washed all of my clothes and I put them on a drying rack, and it took forever to dry, but at least all my clothes are dry, clean and dry for free. By these hands, which are calloused to actually like wring these things out. If you ever wring out jeans, it really hurts the hands. But yeah, we watched Kick-Ass and another thing, and it was all fun. And I made dinner. I made steak. I made steak from a beef shoulder, and I made tender. It tastes really good. I may have oversalted a little bit, but we have steak, mashed potatoes, and chicken. I made the steak and mashed potatoes, but the chicken was already made. I bought it at a farmer's market that they have every Thursday, and it's always cool to go there. They give you milk if you have a giant bottle, and it's really cheap milk. So that's pretty cool. This week I started my breads class. Breads, French breads. French breads is a lot more laid back than doing entremets class. So I really enjoyed it. Like, we really turned it on as a group and was getting everything done. And our French teacher is Chef Damien, and he's really cool. He speaks with a French accent, and sometimes he says French words, but he really likes my name. A lot of French teachers just like my name. So, you know, that always gives me a plus. And he's a really great teacher. Helps out with everything. He's really great. I enjoy him. He makes a lot of jokes, and he's really funny. So I've been in class with him for 3 days now. Today's going to be my 4th day. We're going to have a buffet, and I'll take pictures of that. I already have some pictures of bread that I haven't put up, so I'm going to put them up too. But I'll put pictures up of the buffet. And now let me tell you my future plan. Later today, I'm hoping to go back to the bowling alley because there's karaoke. And our French chefs are going to be there, so I'm going to try to be there. And then this weekend, we're going to try to go to Nice, France. And maybe Marseilles if our bus makes a 7-hour layover there. Well, not a bus, train makes a 7-hour layover there. We'll see what happens. We'll never know. But yeah, fun. Sorry for making this really long. I tried not to. So if you stayed with us for the whole entire time, let me show you something really interesting. Not really interesting, but it's pretty interesting to me. On this table, we have back there breads from breads class. We had so many breads that we not only did we have a fruit bowl, but we have a viennoiserie bowl, which means bread with like butter and flour to make flaky layers. And this bag right here, you want to know what's in this bag right here? It's a bunch of bread. We will never starve if we have bread, but an all-bread diet does not make a man stronger. That's why we have meat at the lunches that they provide for us. But I'm going to need some more meat because, you know, this bread's going to kill me at some point. I found apple jelly, which is pretty awesome. Let's see what I can do with this staff to entertain you for like a few more seconds. I hit my light just for the fun of it. That's a staff combo. Alright, so I love you guys very much for staying with me and caring for this video. I love you guys so much. I gotta eat some food, then go to more food, and then go to class. Bye guys.